Pisces, welcome to your October general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Pisces. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. Hi, Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Pisces. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Pisces and Crosswatchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. I just want to quickly say thank you guys for your patience. I had a family situation I had to address personally. I'm good, my family's good, but it did take some time. I missed you guys and I can't wait to do this reading. So let's go ahead and get this started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear set the energy and do a meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys about what's happening in your love life, October 2024. I do apologize if you hear my husband on the phone downstairs. He's a Leo rising. Sometimes he just talks a little loudly and, you know, I think he's on a business call or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for my Pisceans about October 2024 in love and romance. So what is going on for Pisces? So we have the full moon in Cancer, and it says a personal issue reaches resolution. Interesting. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. You could have strong Cancer in your chart, maybe even a Cancer moon. Does not have to be the case. But yeah, I feel there's resolution here. I feel there's going to be something that has been hitting you a little bit emotionally about your love life that is finally coming to some sort of agreement or some sort of understanding. I do feel like with Cancer energy especially, it's emotional, and it's been emotional for you guys on your romantic journey. And I wonder if this is even tapping into the other energy coming through here, that someone feels very emotional about you. I wonder if you guys have been going through some things with this energy, maybe in separation or just kind of taking a break. And if that's the case, I definitely feel like a longing. I feel like someone misses someone here. And I'm feeling like a very soft voice, and maybe this person's a little bit more quiet, or maybe they're not as outwardly passionate about things, but I do feel they feel internally very passionate and emotional about you, Pisces. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards to see what this is all about here. Tell me more about October 2024 for Pisces. You think about each other a lot. Like, I'm feeling very strong imaginative energy here. So daydreams of each other. I feel it's like both ends, honestly, to confirm that for you, Pisces. If you think about them a lot, they think about you just as much, for sure. Ooh, we got 2 cards. Let's see. Self-love and rejection. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So yeah, I believe Leo also got the rejection card. So if you're dealing with a Leo, or if you have strong Leo in your chart, I suggest checking out the Leo reading to see if there's messages for you there. But this is interesting. I feel like someone, it's with the rejection, it wasn't exactly what I felt for Leos, but almost like someone you felt like pushed you away. And with that full moon in Cancer energy, there's definitely, I'm a Cancer, so I'll just say it. We tend to try to pretend like we're not as emotional as we are sometimes. And we try to just kind of have this really hard guard with people. And I wonder if there was something about you, Pisces, that made this energy just want to kind of push you away, but I don't feel like it's really what they wanted to do. But I don't know if they have just like that toxic tendency or something that they were unworking within themselves personally that made them do that. But with self-love here, Pisces, I feel like what you were kind of faced with is like, all right, they don't, for whatever reason, this is going on a break. Maybe we're in separation, but I need to heal myself, because I think how they did this really did hurt you. And maybe that's why the emotional energy is coming up here. I wonder if there was blocking going on, like someone blocked you on Instagram, blocked your number, you did that to them. I don't know, but it definitely was like, I just need to go a bit no contact with this, because yeah, it just really hurt someone. And maybe just going no contact was the way to kind of start healing, at least. And maybe it was hard to see someone's Instagram page and not wonder about them, or kind of still open like conversation when it's still painful. So I feel like this is kind of the self-love here is really what has been clearing a lot of space. I wonder too, you know, Pisces, if you ever wondered why they stopped or why they went so, you know, they pushed you away, it could have come from insecurity issues. I don't know. I'm feeling like maybe there is something that they felt like, you know, you wouldn't really want them, or that you would hurt them, or that, you know, there were so many differences between the two of you. Maybe you two lived at a distance that it wasn't, they kind of already decided in their minds it wasn't going to work out. Even though you were ready to do whatever, like to keep it going, they kind of were just like, this could be too good to be true almost, which is why they kind of cut this off here. But I think if they did do that, I think they regretted it and have regretted it ever since. But again, a personal issue reaches resolution here. So let's pull some more cards to see how this resolution's coming up. What does this mean for you guys about this situation? I'm seeing like ashy blonde or almost like gray hair or graying hair. I don't know if this person's much older than you, or you're older than them, or someone uses like that purple shampoo to kind of ash out the hair. But let's see. Patience. And it says everything will unfold in divine timing. Okay. Now, I know this is not everyone's favorite card here, and this is definitely giving me temperance vibes. So you could even have strong Sagittarius, Libra energies, or could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Libra. For me as a personally for a reader, generally I feel Libra vibes. But yeah, so I think with this, I feel as if this is part of the surrender process here. And I feel as if the more they realize there's a lot of things that they wish they could have done differently, that they regret, I think it's speeding up the process of them kind of resolving something within themselves to be open to you again. I don't feel this is the end for the two of you, honestly. And even if they are older than you, there is a lot of emotional immaturity, I feel. And even if they're not, like definite emotional maturity differences between the two of you. So I think there was something that they had to resolve specifically emotionally here, whether that was able to accept their emotions, whether that was to be more emotionally vulnerable, whether that was to fix on their emotional insecurity around this situation with you, Pisces. This is the process that's being done behind the scenes that you're not seeing right now. But again, I feel this is Spirit's way of saying, Pisces, there's nothing personally you can do right now to speed this up. It's almost like this person's playing catch up with you at your frequency, at your vibration, at your readiness. So this is something where I feel it may take until the end of the month before they're fully aware, come out and say something. But yeah, I think the lingering feelings for you is not something that's just going to go away at all. Even if they thought that was going to happen, they're learning the hard way. It absolutely will not. So the letter P is sticking out to me, as in Peyton, as in Pasha, first, middle, last initial. I don't know why that name came up to me, but it did for someone. But tell me more about this energy. We're getting into the tarot, and I'm going to pull out all the cards first, and then we're going to do a deep dive. But tell me more about Pisces' love life in October. Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus. Anyone dealing with the Pisces? What is going on here? Okay, Page of Cups, see? Yeah, and that shy energy or that like emotional immature energy, yeah, that's definitely being at the forefront here. But again, like the constant daydreams and thoughts about you is really opening up their heart or unlocking their heart chakra. I really feel with this Page of Cups energy, there's a sense of healing that heart chakra that someone's doing because of their thoughts for you, Pisces, because they're realizing that they care. I don't know why they were so resistant about it, but they were. I'm going to get all the cards out first. Tell me more. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yep. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Sorry, I do have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines, but this is Aries energy. So yeah, I feel like you guys were together in a sense. I don't know if it was exclusive, it could have been, but definitely just hanging out or talking a lot on the phone if there was distance, or traveling to go see each other, being around each other a lot. And I feel even so, like you guys were really, even past like the romance, friends. Like you like the similar things you like to do and go to the same places, the same, you know, I don't know, some sort of similarities between the two of you that made you guys enjoy being around each other. I do feel you guys were adventurous with each other, sporadic kisses, sporadic hookups. You know, you kind of were that couple that people saw, or at least when you were linked together, is like, damn, like they go together really well, which is why it kind of just went completely left field when some sort of insecurity got triggered or some sort of vulnerability got triggered, which is what made them kind of want to reject or pull away from this. But I feel with the Four of Wands energy, they are reminiscing about the good times they've had with you. I'm feeling whether you guys went to a concert together, went on a trip together, a festival, a family barbecue, a party, I don't know, but they think a lot about the last few months that they spent with you. And it's something that is still very much plays through their head as like an unstoppable flashback for them. They miss your laugh. They've always loved your laugh, or always loved making you laugh. They did silly, goofy things, but again, like no one would really see that side of them except for you. I'm also seeing a polo shirt that someone may have worn a lot, you or them. But let's get into it. So at the dead center, we have the Page of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So at the basis of this, I think even during the silence, feelings are still very much there. And I think it's them working through these feelings. You know, you can even look at this imagery here. If you need to pause it, go right ahead. But it's like this guy who's struggling with the thoughts they're trying to write down, whatever they're trying to come up with as writing, which someone could be a writer, whether that's like freelance, hobby, or even as their career. And I think someone definitely journals, and they've been journaling a lot about you, vice versa, perhaps. But yeah, I think they're realizing these feelings just can't be ignored. They're still there. And I feel like they get spiritual inklings about you, whether it's like they see something that reminds you or reminds them of you, like your birthday or your name, or something about you that pops up for them as like spiritual reminders that there's still something there that spirit wants them to kind of understand and start to work through instead of ignoring and denying. But I think there's been times when they picked up their phone and wanted to reach out, wanted to text, and maybe if you blocked them, they saw that wasn't able to. But if not, like they kind of like chicken out last second and stop writing. They've definitely done that multiple times. So yeah, I think there's a lot that they're figuring out here. And I think as they are figuring it out, they feel like they do owe you an answer. They owe you, you know, a reasoning behind like the emotional unpredictability behind this. I do kind of want to clarify this Page of Cups. You know, maybe they're trying to find a way to say sorry you know, in some aspect with the Page of Cups energy, that could definitely be an apology card here. Ooh, yeah, we have the World. In the deeper meaning, this is like world in traditional sense. This is world in like a deeper type of aspect. And so I feel like, yeah, they're realizing this can't really be easily closed off, that this can't really be shut down. They still look back at you and look back at, you know, what you guys had, and that with the World in this type of sense, like, it shouldn't be over. It's not the same that they may have tried to do with people in the past. There's something different still lingering here. And there's unfinished business here, definitely, between the two of you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands and the deeper meaning of it. There's just an unexplainable pull to you, Pisces. And some of you could have strong Aries in your chart, but it's like this Queen of Wands energy. In this version, like usually what we see in the Rider-Waite-Smith, like outgoing, like sociable, charming, you know, that type of energy. But with this, it's like, I feel like you have very strong, I will almost say like enchanting, magical draw energy, a silent power, a sexy silent power that really gets people a little bit intrigued by you, maybe even sometimes borderline obsessed with you. And I think that this inner power that you have, whether you access it and use it quite a bit or you're completely unaware of it, that's the link of, you know, the desire that they're still having with you. They love your body. They really do. Whatever you have, it's their type and they miss it. Yeah, they definitely used to love to see your body, whether that was in a bathing suit, whether that was naked, whether that was just, you know, through pictures, nudes could have been sent. They still have them, I just want to say. But this just like lingering draw and pull to you is something that's intense, something that's passionate, and something that has been building up that they can't ignore anymore. What's crossing this is the Two of Wands. Aries energy. So if this is highlighting the energy here, yeah, it's explaining their want for you, that keeps growing more and more, honestly. The more they try to deny it, the more it just stews. And it's like not working in their favor, and I think they're starting to realize that. But if this is a challenge, then I feel the challenge is, how do I approach Pisces with this? I feel confidence issues around this. Even if they act like they're, you know, super cocky or whatever, it's all a front. And even if they don't and you're aware of they're a little bit shy or they're a little bit reserved, like, they haven't really accessed this part of themselves that gives into this desire, gives into this want as easily. So I think like going through with this, especially if there are any blocking going on, like, how do I go through with this? How would I even, you know, get Pisces or convince Pisces to feel the same way, to respark that passion, to respark that energy after what I did or the lack of what I did? That's a challenge for them for sure. Now, what's crowning this is the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So there's different messages I'm getting with different groups of you. Group one, something that they may have used as a means to kind of push you away is work. And especially like towards the end of before you guys stopped talking, work was always an excuse, or why they couldn't call you or text you. I don't know. It just kind of got to the point where it's like, okay, it's not just work. You just don't want to hang out or you don't want to talk and you're just using work as an excuse. But others of you, I kind of feel like this is kind of what they feel so bad about, is that you really did try to put the work in. You really did try to accommodate them. You tried to compromise. You tried to really focus in on this because you did care about them and you did have feelings for them that you do easily express. You are Pisces. You wear your heart on your sleeve and you do so very, you know, bravely. And I think this person kind of just shut down to your attempts after a while and almost like kind of ignored your attempts or didn't give, you know, as much credit to that as they should. You did a lot for them or tried to do a lot for them. And they were still kind of resisting it. Again, there was more going on than what you knew at the time. But yeah, I think even with the Eight of Pentacles and patience, definitely remember that was one of the cards we pulled. Spirit saying like you've done enough and more than enough, even for some of you. And now it's their turn. So I feel like, you know, any advice would not to be reach out to them, not to kind of text them right now. A, they're not ready. B, you just don't need to. Honestly, I think with what you've established already with this person in the right time, they'll wake up on their own. And a big thing about this too is that I think with the trouble of approaching you, they know how much work it's going to take to get you convinced again, to kind of get you to not feel like this isn't worth anything. So, you know, they may know it's going to take a lot of work, and so they're trying to still figure out what work they need to do and how they can kind of pursue that wholeheartedly, not half-assedly like they did before for some of you, especially towards the end. It just kind of like dwindled down more and more. I'm seeing that you guys have stayed in a hotel room before and had like breakfast ordered to the hotel room. I don't know if that's the trip you guys took or even just meeting up in a hotel. Maybe someone works in the hotel business. But what's reading this is the Two of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. So there are two twos here. Your birthday could be March 2nd, March 12th, February 22nd, or you could be a cusper with February 20th or March 20th. So again, the insecurities and maybe instability. And maybe their work life is demanding, or maybe there is a lot kind of going on where they need to start saving up. They could be in financial debt. And that could be something that really stressed them out or even made them insecure. But I feel with this Two of Pentacles rooting it, this is more on your end, I feel like. If they really want this, if they come back, if they say sorry, could this really work? Especially if there was a lot going on outside of the connection, or even if there was a lot of differences, like you guys lived in different places or you had different demands of jobs, different schedules, like how can this really work? And again, it's kind of similar to the Two of Wands energy of how do I take action, but even how can I make this convincing? How can I make this trustable after what I did? That's the struggle that they have here, and maybe that's why it's been taking them so much time to really reach out. And they may be seeing you're doing your own thing or hear about it. And I think that that's something where it's like, is Pisces better off now? Would I just mess everything up? Would I get, if I got the chance? Again, a lot of insecurities around this person. Maybe rightfully so, I don't know. In the recent past, we have the Strength card. So this is Leo energy. I feel like someone's been working out recently, especially with like weightlifting or, you know, I'm seeing squatting, deadlifting. I don't know. Obviously, it's not for everyone. But yeah, it's just, if this is their end, you know, trying to hold themselves back because they know they're not ready. They know there's a lot they messed up on, trying to hold back their desire for you until it's the right timing or until they finally realize hiding this stuff isn't going to work. But I also feel this is your energy, Pisces, with Strength. There have been times when you wanted to reach out or wanted to call, and maybe you even did, and for them not to respond, you're like, damn, why did I do that? But I feel for now, moving on in October, like you are still going to stay strong in your boundaries, strong in the fact that, like, you know what, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, I'm fine. I'm strong. I can handle this. Like, it hurt, definitely, but I'm a lot stronger than what people perceive. I'm a lot stronger than what I may see in myself. And I think just by having this type of power and energy to you, it is something that this person may psychically, telepathically be picking up on. You're just a strong person in general, and I think they always knew that. You've been through a lot. You may have had, you know, in the last few years, some really difficult things happen to you, but you still fight it. You still remain positive. You still have that glowing energy of, you know, nothing's going to stop me. And I think that's something that still really impresses this person about you. And I think with the Strength card energy, Maybe even some ways they're starting to build the courage finally, or realize that what they've been doing hasn't been working. So now how do I fix this? And how do I do the right thing? Whatever that may be. I'm seeing an arm tattoo that could be here, or it could be on the forearm even. Tattoo, scar, birthmark, really noticeable. All right, Pisces, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of the month, you need to be aware of, know about. We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this. So guys, if you really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more answers in the extended reading for you guys. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find a link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Pisces, I really hope that this resonated with you, has given you a lot of clarity about what's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Pisces, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Pisces.